Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be analyzing Japanese top players. We're going to make this a regular thing because while the rest of the world's in lockdown, Japanese does have offline events. We're going to be looking at Ken today, one of the best, if not the best Sonic in the world, and I really want to see how he does it because lately on Twitter we've seen everyone talking about how Sonic is a top tier, potentially. So let's figure out how the best Sonic in the world plays the character and see if we can agree, disagree, and find some of the play patterns that go into playing this up and coming character. Guys, enjoy today's video. I imagine it is weird because Sonic, Sonic's fast, which is the TLDR, but we'll see. We've seen a lot of hype surrounding Sonic lately, but we haven't really seen a Sonic play offline. Saikimashou. Okay, interesting. Actually, let me increase the quality because right now it's hard to watch and rewind. Because I think from the get-go, like, look at the way Ken. So a lot of Sonics won't do this, but Ken just claims as much stage as possible from the get-go. Yeah, okay. Where did the hit come from? Zachary tried to do a side B. I think Zachary's side B usage so far, like this first side B, as well as the second side B, that both have gotten him punished. And kind of like, what's up, PJ? I think actually this matchup might actually be hard for Joker, because what Joker normally wants to do, right, is like you're standing in neutral and he wants to like bait you in. Like this, like you dash back and the opponent whiffs and then you go into pressure. But you cannot really go into pressure Sonic if you try to bait him in. So I'm really curious to see where Zachary's hits are going to come from. So Ken abusing his burst range. Ken plays Sonic a bit more than like a normal character. Yeah, I played versus Ken in Smash 4, and I can tell you that he's very much a he doesn't really abuse specials in the way that most Sonics do. So yep, immediate side B. Did he catch a roll? Nair. Grab on the roll. I don't think he predicted the roll. I just think he predicted Ken would stay in shield. Yep. Good conversion. Advantage state. More advantage state. This is such a Sonic thing to do. So if you ever play against Sonic, be careful for this jump. Because a lot of Sonics like to do it. Okay, that's smart. I agree, Aeon. I think it's a very Japanese thing to do. So again, be careful for this. It's like Sonic spin dash from offstage can be an extremely good reversal. So generally, when you try to keep Sonic in disadvantage, you want to commit onto Sonic rather than where Sonic is going to be, because if you commit to where Sonic is going to be, then he can stall the moment at which he's going to be there. Right? So the reason why this works is because he's trying to say, okay, I'm going to wall out this portion of the stage, but Ken can simply wait for the hitbox to leave and then with punish from there. So I think versus Sonic in general, just be sure that when you have him in disadvantage, hit him where he is, not where he's going to be. And try to, preferably with a really, like, lasting or just generally disjointed hitbox. It's crazy. I think, yep, Ken playing a date. What is the frame data on that jab? That cannot be that safe. It's like minus 13 at best, minus 16. Yeah, so just a silly mix-up. I don't like this by Ken at all. I think this is not a good mix-up. Like, what do you get out of it? Shaq, yep. Yeah, it's a very important tip against Sonic. Okay, there's the gun, tech chase. Right, so this is like, it's kind of crazy if we look at this game, because I feel like Ken, he won the neutral once. He got like his guaranteed 28. And then he lost the neutral once, and he just got he got advantage stated until 70. Then he breaks out, big damage. Right, so in reality, what's up, Gaku? So in reality, we've seen Ken like win the neutral once, get caught on a roll when it wasn't even Zachary's intention probably, and then we get this silly mix-up. But like we're like 3 interactions in terms of like neutral game. Pretty crazy. Yep. Just punish. And now we gotta play against around Arsene. You see some defensive play. I don't like Ken's rolls. He rolls a lot. Like this roll is not a good roll. This roll is not a good roll. And we saw him get grabbed on this roll before. Yep, tries to bait something in. So here's the flip side, right? So we talked about how it's hard for Joker to bait Sonic in. But it's hard for Sonic to bait Joker in because Joker's dash attack goes so far. So if we look at this, like this dash attack was literally like pixels away from hitting. So Joker, it's actually very hard to play bait and punish against Joker because of his dash attack. Yep. And then there's the burst range. Interesting interaction so far. I think a lot of it is burst range between these two characters. And Sonic has a lot of it. But then again, when Sonic hits his dash attack, it's not going to do a lot. So it's more like side B, which is actually pretty hard for Joker to play around, I feel like. Already famous. Down guns. Greedy forward air 1. Is Zachary just fishing for kills? Is that what it is? Yep. Yep. Look at the way Zachary is playing neutral. So he's getting antsy as hell. And that's so weird because Sonic is at 100. I mean, I know he doesn't have Arsene. And I think this is like good pressure, even though, like, okay, so what you want to do with Joker, right, guys? So what you want to do with Joker is you want to try to go, like, when the opponent's coming down here, you want to try to intercept. And then when it fails, you can tether and immediately get back and still ledge trap. So you get both offstage pressure and onstage pressure. You basically get both, which not a lot of people do. So Joker has the advantage of being able to do both offstage and onstage pressure. The way Zachary plays it is a lot more all-in. And while I don't think this is a bad edge guard, I think it's also a little bit risky. Yeah, the wolf forward smash. I want to know how many frames off this is. Yeah, he reacted not way too late. He was 1 frame off. Or like 1 or 2 frames. That is crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, the down tilts, down guns, right? And that's forward air 1, gets punished. And then he lands, empty hop, up smash. And then and again, forward air 1. Very aggressive. And I feel like it's not even bad to look for kills when you need them. But he doesn't need them, that's 1. And I think, additionally, it feels like you need to weave in the opportunities into your play. So when you look for kill after kill after kill, that is where, like, another forward air 1 right here, right? So that is where your game starts becoming predictable. So that might be, like, a weakness of Zachary, where he's, like, actively looking for things rather than merging it all together seamlessly, if that makes sense. And actually sit a little bit higher. So again, a bad roll by Ken. Roll in, or roll out, roll in. Not great. Again, a jab approach. Like we said before, don't like it. Ooh. Again, bad rolls by Ken. Bad rolls by Ken. Look at that. This close-up is roll on, spot dodge, roll in, spot dodge, roll in again. I think... What Sonic's out of shield? Because it looks like a way to deal with having bad out of shield. But his up smash is frame 14. That's not the greatest. But he has a frame 6 neutral air out of shield. Frame 5 forward air. He definitely has out of shield options. He can even up B to get out of the situation. So, yeah. Perhaps a Sonic weakness, but it might also be a Ken weakness. That is true dual gas, but the thing is, like, if you're sitting in shield and you can do like a retreating jump with an aerial, that is often a lot safer than just rolling out. Because you also dodge the grabs, right? And that is basically, like, that is fine, and you can still contest the dash attacks, for example, with the hitbox. I just think, like, generally, I think rolling isn't a bad idea. For example, I think Shulks should roll more because the character is such ass in close range. But I think because of how stale the roll is, he should be thinking about different options. Rising Narrow Fair might get shielded and punished. Sure, but Zachary hasn't been doing run-up shield, right? So the way Zachary is pressuring here is not with run-up shield. So look at that. Grab, empty hop, rising back air. You know, like, he has some run-up shields. Sure. But, like, he's not going in there with the intention to shield a rising aerial and punish from there, if that makes sense. Man's been playing too much Smash 4. But yes, I definitely think, like, rolling is good, but not to this degree. That said, he doesn't get punished hard for it. It's just that the state afterwards is where Zachary gets most of his damage. I don't like Ken's approaches. I think Ken should play a lot more bait and punish, personally. Right, that was good. Delaying the offense, empty up grab. That's a lot better. He's just... this had happened before this game, where Zachary whiffs something in his face, and like this, and there's no punish. We saw it when he was in Arsene. Zachary dashed forward, and did a dash attack in Ken's face, and Ken didn't do anything about it. It was a decent roll, but... yeah, so, guys, you might have heard me talk about this before, but if you're playing as Joker, your win condition is to make sure he doesn't get 2 Arsens in one stock. So you need to, like, even though it's not like the correct way to play, you sometimes do need to kind of fish for a kill to ensure that there's no second Arsen. So yeah, big damage now. Ken using spin dash. Nice mix up. And again, the whiff goes unpunished. This is offline, by the way, guys. This is offline. Like, this is like, anyone could punish this. No pressure. So this is another thing, right? Whiff. What should you do when your opponent whiff? Use the time you've been given to set up pressure. Again, the whiff down there, no pressure. It's so weird. It's so weird. Advantage state. Zachary's advantage has been popping off. This is the pressure that you need. This is like, and I know Sonic is not amazing at this, but like empty land jabs, and then forward air 1, stuff like that. You know, like utilizing some more timing mix-ups, not rolling in twice in a row. Yeah, so the easiest way to set up pressure is to do like a landing aerial, and then mix it up with an empty hop grab, empty hop tilt, empty hop rising aerial, or do a landing aerial straight up, use a landing special, do a multi-hit aerial. You can do a run-up shield as well. I think that's a good one too, because if your opponent shields, you can try to grab them. If they spot dodge, you can try to grab them. And if they attack out of shield, you can punish out of shield yourself. So those are the main 2 ways to set up pressure, yes. And Ken doesn't either. I actually think Ken doesn't really play too well. And this double roll, like... huh? This is so weird to me. So weird to me. Okay, so again, the advantage stayed by Zachary. Rising there. Oh, he went for a forward air. A little bit greedy. So I assume this is a misinput. Because, like, there is almost no reason not to nair here. Personally. Is what I personally believe. Good pressure by Kite, and good answer by Ken. So Ken's saving grace. What I think Ken... What's up, Minion? What's up, Oscar? What I think Ken is trying to do in this matchup is establish his burst range and then mitigate its pressure. I think establishing burst range has been going pretty well. Yo, Mezzy with the resub. Thank you. Chuck flexes. I will flex. Appreciate it. So I think establishing that burst range is kind of like the core. I think Ken has been doing that well. He uses dash attack when Zachary is not expecting it. It's just that he doesn't leverage the pressure too well. So dash attack. Landing, anti-landing forward tilt. So there's the dash attack. Roll. It's so weird. His defensive game just looks so off. And like the reason why I find his roll habit weird is because he puts himself in those situations by, for example, doing run up forward tilt, run up jab jab. So this is how I imagine you want to leave a shield, right? Shield, and then you just do a rising fair or like a retreating fair and go from there. Roll again. Roll again. I don't... What is happening? Okay, rising there, please. Oh, that was a good reaction. Good reaction. Awesome. Up throw, drag down. Yep. Oh, yep. A little bit lucky on Ken's end. It's Kushi. It's beautiful. Ooh, look at that. That's bait and punish. I think Zachary's playing very well. His advantage state is looking very on point. He could commit harder to not shielding when Ken is shielding, and instead letting himself, you know, like keeping himself open to cover rules. I think that would do a lot for him. Nice retreating movement. Yeah, Ken just not being able to approach here. Empty landing, dash back. Again, the burst range into a good confirm. But Arsene is almost ready. It's looking all but over, honestly. Yeah. I think the most important thing to kind of learn here is that generally, like if you have the stage, generally Sonic tries to leave advantage horizontally, and Joker is very good at covering horizontally, like neutral air and back air, because they both like occupy horizontal space for such a long time. I think if Ken were to try a more vertical approach, that would work very well, because I don't think Joker is amazing at vertical juggling. But then again, Sonic is also worse at getting out of disadvantage vertically. Nice pressure on the whiffed up tilt. Just shield it, and yep. So this is what you do, right? When Sonic hits your shield with side B, right? Sonic hits your shield with side B. Don't try to punish it. Look at him. How does he get out of the spin dash lag? How does he compensate for the move? And try to punish it. He catches a roll kind of with coverage here. And I will say, I disagree with like dashing towards the corner of the stage. I think this is a bad thing, because if Ken was just smart and did an empty landing to center, he would have been safe. So what you want to do instead is you generally want to just hold on to your positioning, drop your shield, kind of see where they go. If they try to land on you to mix you up, you punish them. If they try to land away, you corner them. Yep. Big lag on that neutral B. Ooh, nice. Snamber, thank you for the follow, man. Hope you enjoyed today's content. Learn a thing or two about a thing or two. Again, the horizontal game this time. Sonic winning out. Sonic does have a lot of mix-ups. Yeah. A little bit of a weird anti-approach by Zachary and a weird approach by Ken too. Ken hasn't really approached with aerials a lot so far. So this is interesting, right? So Sonic whiffs a grab, and Zachary decides to use the time to set up an empty landing and try to, you know, punish the lag. But the roll out just immediately gets him out, and then the movement allows him to immediately establish a lot of control again. And I think that's why he rolls so much, is because after Sonic rolls, he still has a lot of presence because of his speed. Ooh, nice. Yep. Again, the run-up jab not working out. Yep. Alright. Down throw forward air, yep. Horizontal again. So I think the reason why he got out here is the preemptive side B, right? So again, don't hit Sonic where he's going to be. Hit him where he is. The burst range. So one thing that I would like Ken to do is to consistently establish the burst range rather than trying to do it as a mix-up. You know what I mean? Because right now it looks like every single one is hitting because Zachary is not playing around it. So why not just keep doing it if it works, right? Yeah, we got the hype train emotes. Let's go. Yep. I don't like the side Bs, but that time it worked out. Ooh, yeah. So that's another thing to kind of understand, right? If you do clash with Sonic's spin dash, you're in a pretty good spot because Sonic's normals aren't the best. So the jab comes out. I think Zachary does a good job playing a consistent neutral, but I feel like his neutral is more so based around Ken's poor habits rather than a very solid game plan. And I think more than neutral, he's mostly just finding situations like this, where Ken is scared as hell, tries to read a jump, and this is the smart thing, right? He reads the jump with the rising back air, lands on the platform, immediate landing back air. The pressure on that is so good. So like, if you have notes, I would recommend writing down like rising aerials to catch jumps from ledge onto a platform, and then dropping through with another aerial. I'm writing it into my own notes because I think this is a very smart thing to do. Yeah, Dobby, you gotta get this up by Chris. Again, the dash attack, the burst range. It's just not enough, right? And now he does it twice because he needs to. Like, that is kind of the thing about dash attack, is that by itself it's not enough. And Ken's advantage state has not been looking great. Don't like the projectile usage by Zachary. That will be on the YouTube upload. Hey. Okay, yep, spin dash from the corner. Okay. Run up jab, I don't like it. I really don't like it. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, yep. Good response by Ken. Ah, Zachary messed up. Yep, very important for Zachary to hold on to the corner. And again, the projectile's messing him up. So remember, guys, projectiles in advantage can be very good, but they're also pretty committal. They can be clanked away. They can be they're generally pretty laggy in in exchange for occupying a lot of space. So knowing how your opponent's projectiles can occupy space allows you to counterplay this defense or their offense a lot better. For example, Ken using the high recovery to get around the side B. Ooh, okay. He could have killed him there, I think. Isn't that a combo into 4 there? Maybe. Yep, okay. I don't think Ken is gonna win this, and I think we've seen most of what defines this matchup, so we'll go towards like the latter part of the game. Yeah, so we just see a solid lead by Zachary, and Ken just generally I don't like how he plays close range. I don't like how he plays the neutral. His burst range is solid, but generally, like outside of that, he doesn't put on pressure. He doesn't whiff punish adequately or at all at times, and just it feels like he's looking for the stray hits. But the stray hits are reliant on his opponents messing up. And if I have to judge like by these games and the way that Ken holds his own under pressure, it feels like Sonic is just lackluster in a lot of important situations in Ultimate. Because a lot of Ultimate situations are pressure situations where you ideally have a good out of shield option or like a good panic option to kind of, strike back, so to say. On top of that, Zachary is not giving, yeah, I'm watching more sets. Zachary is not giving, I mean, look at the tabs, man, look at the tabs. Zachary is not giving Ken any opportunities for his big kill confirms, so he's also not really dying early at all. I felt that one coming. Jaku. This is all but over. Yep, and there's the punish for tilt. That's going to be it. I don't think Ken played very well, and I'm honestly a little bit surprised Ken got here. So let's watch the set before this, where Ken played against. I want to see how Ken's gameplay works against Kome. So Kome is a very patient player, so I imagine it might work a lot better, because Kome doesn't really apply a lot of pressure in neutral situations. First range, yep. Yep. So this is what we talked about, right? So you shield the spin dash and control the center stage. Yeah. Okay, yep. Again, try to hit Sonic himself, and like a move like Shulk's back air is not big enough. So as you can see, this looks like it will hit in like 1 frame, but it actually doesn't. Who knows why? I'm gonna increase the quality again. I'll just go to 720 is fine. But yeah, gets punished. His back air really is very, very thin, so it's hard to use it for advantage states. It's not like a core in back air, which is just a big square. Okay, yep. So here we see that burst range come back. Advantage states. That was so close. So he feints a forward approach, dashes back, and then goes for an up air. The up air was the overextension here, because he had the read. If that was an up smash, it might have actually hit. Air dodge. Yep, nice punish. Nice punish. Doing well, Lunar. How are you doing? So Ken kind of messed himself up here. Yep, he did the ledge slip to catch a low recovery. Very, very well done. If you guys don't know, Gaku posted about this a long while ago. It's very important for Shulk and other characters with counters too. So you run up to the ledge and, for example, you shield. You can also do it with crouch. Has been found a little while ago. And then by dropping your shield and holding forward while dropping your shield, kind of buffering a forward input, but not holding it for too long, I think. You can run off the edge without getting forward momentum. So a normal dash off the edge would do something like this, but by doing a ledge slip, you go straight down. And that is why he got to meet this spin dash down here. That said, though, he didn't need to do it here. Considering the time he spent, you can do that by rolling too. Yeah, I think there's a lot of ways you can do it. You just need to be in an animation and then like have a buffer available. The thing is, like he could have done it right here without shielding by just doing a run off forward air and probably have hit Ken. But it's a cool tech to know about. And then Ken is forced to up B early, basically. I don't like this. So again, okay. How do you get do you get walk after you shield or dash? It's, hang on, let's see. It was like, what's this, double A? What's his Twitter? There it is. I think it is. I don't know. Oh, yeah. This is TK3 showing it off, but it is a walk, I think, yeah. So you hold forward, and then you get the drop straight down. So yeah, we talked about this before. After you shield spin dash, you need to pressure. So there's multiple mix-ups that Sonic can do. So one of the mix-ups is to up B out. And up B is the anti-aggression mix-up, because if you try to punish Sonic immediately after the spin dash and he jumps, the spring will hit you. So it's the anti-aggression. That said, if you don't follow him immediately and you see him up B, there's almost nothing he can do to mix up his landing here. So you need to aggress. And the fact that Kome didn't is a big drop here. Especially since he had Buster. That's interesting. I think he might have even been able to crouch under the rising forward air here, but I'm not sure. I don't know how low it hits exactly. Yep, Kome playing the neutral. Oh, look at that spacing. Did he shield stop? No, that was crazy speed control here. I know you non-Shulk mains think this is very, very normal. But spacing a forward air in this situation is very hard to do. And that is why Ken grabbed, by the way. Because most Shulks will not be able to space a forward air this well with all this momentum. Because when you dash forward here, which he does, you get all of the momentum like in your forward jump. And then he leans back entirely. I don't know how he did this, but it's really good spacing. That's why I got the hit. Okay, so here, what I think he should have done is like a drop jump nair. Try to hit the air to ledge. That's okay. Shields out. Bad ledge trap by Ken, honestly. Ooh, the stall with the second up B hits. I think it was pretty bad because, but I mean, I'm the Shulk main. So I knew with this height, he has to do the second hit. So if I was Ken, I would have held it here, waiting for the second hit. You know what I mean? But it was still very well spaced by Kome. Again, the run-up jab. Nice shielding. Long hold, and then gets red on the jump. Yep, fair enough. I think Ken's gameplay really starts and ends with the burst range, utilizing like rising aerials, but primarily dash tech. I think that's very interesting. And then when the opponent is starting to play around the burst range, he uses that time to set up a spin dash. It's the reason for all of Kome's crouching? I don't know. I think right there, he was just looking for a down air. Honestly, he was just holding down. Oh, that was... I mean, it had merit. Let's put it that way. It had merit. Nair. Yeah, Nair into smash. He could have actually gotten this if he dashed back a little bit. But I don't even know if it would have killed without rage. It is Smashville though. Yep. I think both of these players have gone low a few times when it's not like guaranteed. And while it is high reward, it's also pretty high risk. So here, the situation gets reversed on him. And then he gets red because he tries to jump out of the corner. Ken's rolls, dude. Kome needs to stop trying to hit Ken when he approaches Ken. Yep, anti-approach. Oh, there you go. That's the ledge slip again. He's just doing it for show at this point. But that is actually kind of a good way to beat people who hug the stage. So, something that a lot of Shulk players, or not a lot of Shulk players, but some Shulk players do, I do it, is we go into Smash and we try to stage spike you at like 90, because at those percentages, our aerials are already untechable, or like our up B is already untechable. So this could be a good supplement to, for example, like ledge slip, reverse up B, stage spike someone, kill them at 90. And it's hard to react, yeah, because Smash is low hit lag, yep. Can compare the hit lag on a move, like, I think this move hardly hits 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I would say about 10 frames before because like there's, so this is frame 1 and 2 of hit because it's 30 frames per second. Then there's 4 and 5, or 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and I think that's already the stage spike. So it might even be literally unreactable, and you need to react to the fact that the Nair comes out, which is honestly very reactable in this situation. But he wasn't expecting the ledge slip. So the ledge slip putting in a lot of work here. It could be a big innovation for Shulk, honestly. Good read by Ken. Finding an early kill as Sonic is huge, and I think the way Kome plays, like again, when he approaches, he tries to hit Ken. And when he, like, it's very much direct, right? He's trying to win interactions rather than create good situations, which I get because Shulk isn't really much about good situations and more about just using his big sword to kind of beat the opponent out. But against Ken, it doesn't really work, and it opens him up to, for example, like the Becker jump read that we saw before. So I think that is something in which a lot of Shulks have a lot to grow. And again, guys, a little thing. If you are stuck in this situation and you want to air dodge because you cannot swing out, which Shulk can never swing out, always, like, if you're in like this range, always try to air dodge to the ledge. It's the safest way. It's the safest way to go. This is greedy. What's up, Slate? So if you get jabbed by Chrom at the ledge, swing out, like, use a hitbox to get out of disadvantage. So if you get jabbed by Chrom, don't air dodge into the stage. Air dodge, like, directionally into the ledge and try to, you know, get back to the ledge. Okay. Yep. So this is a very rough situation for Shulk mains. Because, like, if you think about it, this move only has 6 frames of landing lag. And before you land, there's this huge disjoint between you and your opponent. So there's very little room for you to get punished. So this is like frame 1, 2, 3, and then he probably gets hit on like frame 4 or 5. It's not 60 frames per second, so I cannot tell. But you can what's up, Mia? You can you can play the situations as a Shulk main because if you hit the landing there, it's huge reward. And they're like in this situation, it was like 1 or 2 frames off from him being able to shield this, which is a good situation for him. And it's also 1 or 2 frames off from his Nair just straight up hitting, right? Because he releases right here. And like he's literally 2 frames off of getting hit by the sword here. Do you use the same clippers for a finger and toenails, or do you use a bigger one for toenails? I don't have a clipper. I have a we call it like a nail scissors in Dutch. Let's see if I can find it. It's not weird. It's like a curved scissors. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a little curve to the scissors. This is what I use. I don't like clippers, personally. So yeah, I have nail scissors, and I use them for all my nails. The more you know. Anyway, so these situations, they kind of play Animal Crossing how I'm analyzing these VODs. It's pretty interesting so far. I'm getting a lot of follows, so I appreciate that too, everyone. Yeah, what's up, Sintra? So, in other words, there's only like 6 frames in which you can get punished, and it's very unlikely that your opponent traverses the entire distance of your sword in those 6 frames. So, like, if you put it this way, there's like Shulk, and then here's his Nair, right? And this is where Sonic is. So if Sonic wants to punish the 6 frames, he needs to release it just in time. So if he releases on frame 1, he gets hit by the sword. If he releases on frame 2, he gets hit by the sword. But if he releases on frame 3 or 4, he can go, you know, he can go past the sword because he's in landing lag, and then still punish Shulk. But then if he releases on frame 5, he might not get hit by the sword, but by that time, Shulk would be able to shield. So the window for a punish like this is extremely tight for the opponent, and honestly, very hard to consistently get, because for neutral air, 6 frames of landing lag, very hard to do. Back air, which is a bit more landing lag, I think is like 11 frames, but the sword is also bigger. Right, so either way, with punishing Shulk's aerials is very hard to do. But, you know, Ken gets away with it in this situation. Of course, he does have some invincibility as well, which makes it more lenient. But it's a very interesting thing to know about. Ooh. He uses... What's up, Godot? So he uses a lot of directional air to fake his opponent out in ledge trapping. And I'm gonna write that down because I really want to play those. I think that's interesting. I think that's very interesting. He doesn't often get a punish out of it. Like in this situation, he doesn't. But that's still like pressure, and then he catches the roll. And the roll, you know, the rolls are pretty bad. Ramses perfectly carves his nails for Smash. I do, how do you call it? Polish my nail. Not like nail polish, but like the, file. I file my nails, if that's the correct English words. I like having nice nails. It feels a lot better. Ooh, okay. Man, I wonder. Like, he was obviously covering the no tech with this forward smash here, but if he knew the tech in place was coming, he could have switched to smash, and gotten the punish as well. Interesting. So one thing that you can do against characters like Sonic that have no hitbox on their LB to overshoot the ledge with, is you can do like a down air at the ledge, and then Monado cancel the landing lag, and then try to ledge trap from there, which gives you a chance at like 2 framing them, which is honestly a lot more than just 2 frames, without really being in any sort of lag. Interesting. Yep. Bad recovery by Ken. Has to up B early. Oh, the missed punish. That's big. The down air attempt? I am filing my nails right now. Look at you. So again, no punish on the whiffed side B. And there we go again. The same situation. So I want to actually look at this. This is some self-indulgence. I'm sorry, guys. So this is the issue with back air, right, guys? There's a lot of situations in which this, like, any character that is smaller than this, which is honestly a good amount, will go under this back air. And sometimes even landing lag can go under this back air. And the next frame you're on the ground, so you will never hit someone low to the ground. Wait, I need to sort of count, semi-count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think. Either way, this was like it's hard to say because, again, 30 FPS, but this was very close to being shielded. Immediate backslash out of disadvantage. Rising Nair, nice, nice. Yep, and there's the mix. So that is kind of what we talked about, right? So the spin dash, it whiffs. You need to start pressuring, and then he can up B if he knows you're gonna chase immediately. But if he knows there's more room, he can actually neutral B as well, which is very, very strong too. Lots of mix-up for Sonic in that situation, and it's actually the most important situation to understand if you want to succeed against Sonic. And look at that. So the reason Kome does this is because there's almost no character that will be able to punish a double jump to center right here. But Sonic is just that fast. Additionally, I want you guys to understand, like, Kome, like, if you showed me this picture, which is very blurry, I know. Let's see if I can make it a little bit better looking. It's probably not going to help much. If you showed me this picture, I would have told you Kome is probably going to land on the platform here. But he just barely didn't. So that is honestly, this game was very much down to the wire. And Kome is wearing his mask wrong. Bad Kome, bad Kome. Look at that Kome. That's... Come on, man. Ramses is repeatedly dropping Smash Gospel on us, but all chat can talk about his nails. You're welcome. Hey, thanks, Slate. At least I got my nail scissors right here for if you ever drop by, I'ma shank you, dude. For ruining my chat. You're gonna get the nail scissors treatment. I can send you the link. I'll put it in the chat. Oh, what a lovely link. Always great to see all this. I don't know. I once let someone borrow my controller and he left deep gouges in my control stick. That's horrible. Man, I would be so angry. I would be so angry. Yep. Oh, the Trump. Yep, nice. Yep, reacting to the roll, thinking that Ken is gonna do something aggressive afterwards. And this is another mix-up out of side B, which is just stop. So he can actually decide to stop the move entirely, which is very hard to react to. So many rolls. And I think they're working here because Kome, again, it's partially Shulk, because Shulk doesn't really have like Joker frame data and dash attack to catch rolls. But in this situation, like, honestly, you shield, and then like this retreating jump, like, I get it, he tries to get center stage control, but by just waiting, he would catch so many more of these rolls. Yep, high neutral air. I hate it when this happens, by the way. Is that you get the nair, and it feels like it should have hit, but you're just off. And there you get whiff punished. Feels bad, man. Makes me want to use forward air, which is the devil. That's how you lose. Using Shulk forward air. That's where it all goes downhill. I like this. So look at this. Normally, this moment is where Sonic releases the spin dash, and he catches the landing, whether you were going to do an aerial or not. But because Kome switched art, he gets the art pose invincibility during his landing lag, and then he shields immediately, mitigating the whiff punish on landing. So yeah, nice. Using Monado arts to mitigate landing lag. I think that is very, very smart. Okay, yep.
展開有利を作っていきます。
Yep. Yeah, so we see the same kind of dynamic where you try to do a preemptive aerial. Sonic gets to stall however long he wants, and that is why you are forced to shield, and you're in a bad situation. So my opinion, though, is he should have gone to the platform here, because then he would have avoided the grab, but it is what it is. Nice. Why does Ken keep putting himself in close quarters when he doesn't want to be there? Like, he clearly, like, there's a semblance of close quarters right here. And Ken just leaves. And then he puts himself right there again. And, like, I talk a lot about, you know, ranges and what ranges you want to play at. But I think another interesting thing to understand is that there's different ways to enter ranges. And I think that is kind of what Ken is looking for. But I don't like it. I think what he should be doing, instead of doing a super direct approach like this, is like claim stage and kind of react. Because you have the speed and frame data to whiff punish well. And if you see that the opponent's playing very defensively, you can set up a side B, which is, even though he is behind in percents here, it's still strong. Especially when the opponent doesn't have room to maneuver around it. Run up jab, just not working out. Ledge slip, very nice. Look at that, guys. Such a strong option. Ooh, yep. Cheeky. Yep. Very greedy by Ken. Very greedy. Greedy down air and then the greedy ledge play afterwards. And again, see, look at this. This is why side B is strong even when Sonic is behind. Because when the opponent decides to pressure before he can see the side B, like in this situation, he jumps before he can see the side B. The side B gets started. So Komei does like the landing there because, as we mentioned before, it's hard to whiff punish. But then after it is ended, you don't know if the release is going to come. So what is the best option here? Well, he cannot really swing again because, you know, for one, he's Shulk, but also spin dash is just that fast. What's up, M4E? So he has to hold shield. And now he's stuck in shield. And he shield tilts very well, which prevents the shield poke from happening. But this still takes a chunk out of his shield and is forcing him to play a less strong neutral afterwards. And in general is an advantageous mix-up for Ken, even though right now he's in the air. Again, Komei should really pressure these shielded side Bs. Like, after this happens, you should be there. But because he's not, there's another side B, and this one he cannot shield, right? Oh, so that is a thing. Look at that. So this is very interesting, and I've been doing this a lot more, is using crouches to counterplay rising aerials. This works versus, for example, Zero Suit Forward Air. And if your character has a decent crouch, like Shulk's isn't amazing, but it's decent, this can be a really good tool at like covering both grounded approaches and rising aerial approaches. Ooh, okay. Conversion. Okay, I'll be out of shield. Oh, nice. That was clean. Buster's entered. Oh, that was shield grabbable, I do think. So here's another thing. A lot of Shulk use back air to get the far hitbox, right? So if you shield it from close by, you often get the sweet spot, and then a lot more time afterwards, where Shulk is kind of landing, because they're timing it to get this hitbox. So even though technically back air is safe-ish, especially in Buster, it's pretty safe, most Shulks don't time it to be safe. So that is an interesting thing that you should think about when playing against Shulk. Okay, so we're back to neutral. Yep, and here's again the ground check with the down tilt. This time gets beaten by an aerial, and this is why Shulk actually has probably the worst down tilt out of all the sword characters except for Korin, because his total frames are just like that much longer than a Chrom down tilt. Like, Chrom would have been able to shield this up air, but Shulk cannot. Very important to know when playing as Shulk. And so here's another thing, right? When you get this hit at 63, you get the forward air, right? It is still good. It's still a good punish. I'm not doubting that. I just think most sword fighters have like a landing walling aerial into down tilt to kind of check the opponent. For example, Chrom forward air down tilt, Lucina forward air, neutral air down tilt. Even Ike can do things with down tilt to kind of mix up. But Shulk doesn't really have that. So you get this forward air Shulk in speed. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to press play. So you get the forward air, and it deals like 5% damage. And now your opponent is at 70. And I think, let me get back to that Gaku. I think going Smash in this situation is very all or nothing. And it's very Komei as well, because Komei always wants to have an art active, which I do not necessarily agree with. I think he should play more to hoarding his arts and having moments in which he's extremely strong, rather than constantly, rather than having moments like these where he's not as strong as he could be, but he still wants to be a little bit stronger. You know what I mean? So I think the availability of Smash in like 20%, which could be one more interaction, right, is worth more than the immediate pressure that it has right here. Because if he does not kill Komei here, he doesn't get anything out of it. And because his forward air doesn't kill yet, or if he doesn't kill Ken here, because his forward air doesn't kill yet, Ken also doesn't have to play too defensively to get out of the situation. So all in all, a situation like this is very much do or die, which can be a good thing. I mean, if he gets to up smash read on a normal get up or get up roll, that is GG's and a huge lead for Komei. But if he doesn't, then when he does get that 20%, he won't have smash available at that time. And I think that is a big weakness of Komei's game style, because even if he gets the hits here, like he does like 2% damage per hit. So yeah, what Gaku said is also very true. The ledge slip, like from here, he could have done a ledge from very easily. Okay, so he gets the fourth throw, and this is smart, right? So this is what Ken does. He sees the down air. He knows, okay, well, I mean, technically he could up smash here, but I don't really think that would work considering the lag of down air. So he just holds shield, basically forces Komei to grab fourth throw for like 3% damage, and now he has to deactivate smash. And if he gets another hit here, like Komei, of course he holds on to his advantage state, sure, but if Komei gets another hit, the threat of smash is gone. Again, tries to ledge slip. Might have actually worked if he committed to it. Who knows? Ooh, okay. Yeah, so I think this is definitely a big weakness of Ken, is that these rolls, like this one right here, very bad, and then the spot dodge afterwards, like he's very, like, he doesn't really sit in his shield at all. And I think that means that when you're pressuring him, like Komei is doing right here, you can just wait for the defensive option and punish on reaction. Komei just kind of messes up. And I really, like, I haven't seen a lot of Sonic gameplay, but I really wonder how, like, the top American Sonics compensate for Sonic's poor close-up range. Oh, that was... What makes that a bad roll? Mainly because he's been doing it a lot. He's just been rolling in close quarters so frequently that it's almost predictable. Well, no, not even almost. It's predictable. Okay, so this is a Shulk issue number 2. Is you landed 1 frame early. That's a shame, bro. You're gonna get whiff punished, even though you had the right idea. So if he fast fell 1 frame later, this neutral air would have swung back a little bit more and would have hit Sonic. I've actually lost entire tournament sets to this situation where I nared and I knew my opponent was approaching, but I fast fell one frame too early, and I got exactly what's happening here, and my neutral air missed, and I got punished. Very, very depressing thing to do with a Shulk, because it's hard to really gauge what the exact fast fall timing is, because you use this move like half a second before it comes out. He did do this a lot in Smash 4 to M3. Yo, Nover with the resub as well. Thank you so very much, dude. I appreciate it. 7 months. You've been here since the very, very beginning. Let me grab some more to drink. Hope you guys have been enjoying the analysis so far. I think it's pretty interesting. But yeah, this is one of Shulk's main issues. I think it's this and what we talked about with Becker before, where like one frame Becker is too high in the air, and the next frame is your landing lag. So a lot of smaller characters just don't get hit by it at all, and a lot of landing lag animations actually dodge it too. And for both solutions, I haven't really found a solid, or for both issues, I haven't really found a solid solution. Though in speed, to be fair, guys, in speed you can kind of just let it rock, and it oftentimes kind of works out. He walls out the center. Like right here, I actually think... Hang on. Kind of want to see this. Let's see. Yeah, so he fast falls right here because it's a full hop. If you did a short hop nair, if you do a short hop nair without fast falling in speed, it usually ends at like the perfect position. So it was the full hop was a little bit of an issue. That said, he full hops because full hopping allows him to react. Like these are all full hops, and a few short hops actually. But a full hop actually allows him to react to what the opponent is doing and then decide based on that. It's also a timing mix-up. Yeah. Okay, so he pushes him off stage, and this is why you need ledge slip. This is actually funny. Look at what Kome does. Jumps straight up. Bye bye, Eon. Jumps straight up and then tries to fast fall down. So the reason why ledge slip is better is because ledge slip does creates this situation, but faster than jumping behind, with less of a tell for the opponent too. These rolls, dude. Again. Interesting. Yes, that's ledge flip. Go dot. There it is. That was a ledge flip. So you get to go off stage without the forward momentum. Yep. I'm surprised that one didn't come out earlier, honestly. Oh my god, that roll was so bad. And the anti-hop. He even spot dodged. What did he spot dodge? Oh, he was just scared of a normal grab. Okay. It's a timing mix-up. It's a timing mix-up. Nice by Ken, though. It's hard to find those kills for Sonic. Last stock. Yeah, it does feel bad. And it doesn't help, like, some characters have moves that hit on both sides. Like a Fox down smash will cover both. Palutena down smash too. And Shulk's down smash actually hits very late on the back hit comparatively. So you cannot really use it. So you have to, like, specifically turn around for it. So that is kind of a struggle as well. A lot of characters have, like, up tilts that kind of hit in them. Like Ivysaur, Squirtle, Lucas, you know, even Zero Suit, but Shulk doesn't have that either. So it can be a little bit rougher for Shulk to react to those situations. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's not a weakness, it's more a limitation, you know. Ooh, that was... So this is exactly what I want to see against Ken. You create pressure, and then you know he's gonna roll or he's gonna spot dodge, so you wait for it. And Kome again messes it up, but he had the right idea. Kawaii, for sure. Jab, jab. Oh! Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? What was that even? Nair? Enhance. Enhance. Okay, there's nothing to enhance. I have no idea. Because it's not an up air. Oh, it's a back air. He does the double jump back air. That's what it is. Oh my goodness. I'm surprised that down air didn't straight up kill though. Good play by Kome. Whew. So what I think is very important about this matchup that we've noticed so far is Sonic is bad up close and at dealing with pressure, but most Shulk mains are also pretty poor up close and not the greatest at setting up pressure. And I think that really is the core of what we're looking at here. Ken, really good at leveraging, or at establishing, I should say, his burst range, but the way he leverages it is pretty weird to me, and some neutral wins that he gets, I kind of do raise question marks in my eyes. Yep, nair, grab, nice. Nice, look at the pressure. Was that a spot dodge? Get the nair. Yep. There it is, guys. I'm happy to see this. Am I happy to see this? He set up the pressure and used it to create huge reward. Down air into grab, true combo. They just run up and immediately up B. Oh my goodness, that spacing. I want you guys to see this in slow motion because I want to see this in slow motion. Look at this. Look at this, guys. I think the up B animation might have actually moved his leg into the Z-axis, which got him the whiff punish. I think this is a hurt box shift. I think this is a hurt box shift on the up B because he puts his leg in the Z-axis. See, because the leg is sitting like right on the 2D plane, but as soon as up B starts, the leg shifts. That is, and like this is supposed to hit. Like it looks like it hits his ass, straight up. I think it's a hurt box shift. That's crazy, and a little like, in my opinion, very lucky on Kome's part. So yeah, Kome doing the ledge slip again. He really loves doing those just for show. Or I guess, I mean, he's trying to figure out when to use it, right? So, I mean, that is the way to learn how to use a mechanic. Just try to push your limits with it and see what the limits are exactly. Okay. Ooh, nice. That's how I learned pivots, yeah. Especially with something like this where you cannot really steal it from others. Forward throw, ledge slip, forward air, nice. Caught the homing attack. I like this. Look at this. He shields the homing attack, drops his shield, and immediately shields back up again. So that would, like, that drop shield would have been a sign for a lot of players to swing here. And again, he does it twice. That's how you know it's an intentional bait. Drop shield, reshield. Drop shield, reshield. I think that's very smart. Drop shield, reshield is a very good bait. Ooh, the back air again. Oh, nice spacing. Look at that. Due to the positioning that Ken was at, he was posed to hit a beat that was further out. But in a beat that hugs the wall is a lot harder to catch. Yo, Tark with the raid. Thank you, man. Hello, Tark and 16 others. Hope you guys enjoyed today's analysis. We're looking at some Sonic gameplay against Kome's Shulk. This is the losers finals of an offline event, so it is it's gonna be offline Smash in Japan. Some pretty interesting dynamics here. So Kome using his momentum to go to hug the wall and avoid the forward smash. So the forward smash right here, Kome right here. Very smart, very smart. Yep, Nair. I like the way Kome plays this, because normally what Kome does is he plays a lot around the burst range of Speed Monado, but he knows against Sonic that's not really a thing you can leverage too much. So instead he fakes out and he mixes up his timing with that double jump. Very smart. Yo, Tay Menace? Or Tay Menacey, I don't know how to pronounce your tag, but hope I didn't butcher it. Thank you for the follow, hope you enjoyed today's stream. And Targ with the resub as well. 3 months, that's crazy, dude. Thank you so very much, Tawik. Sonic F Smash has more range than Shulk F Smash? Probably, yeah. Probably. If you include the hurt box shift, yes. Nice, that could have been big for Kome. I think Kome could play more aggressively from ledge. Yo, Flab03, thank you for the follow. So when you're on the ledge, like, a lot of people neglect the option of drop jump aerial. Because it's like, drop jump aerial is very risky. Which, you know, it has some merits. But if you know you have time, you can actually turn it into a landing aerial as well. Where if you know your opponent's going to be, you know, in lag, or you can, you know, drop and then jump and then delay and do a landing aerial. Very strong. You know, not a problem, Fleb. And if you know your opponent's in the air, like, for example, Ken is here, you can actually just do drop, jump, and, like, up air or a forward air if your forward air is, like, a diagonal hitbox. And kind of turn it into your pressure. So I actually think Kome can push these sort of situations a little bit further than he does. Oh, nice tech. I like the down air attempt. Ooh, yep. If he wasn't in speed, I don't know why he held on to speed here. I don't think speed is a good choice of Monado there. I support vanilla or yeah, I support vanilla in that situation. If you know, so there's a big Shulk flaw is if you know there is a possibility. I'm gonna write this down. Leave speed or buster. I see a lot of Shulks getting down airs in speed or getting down airs in busters, and both of those just don't do as much as like a vanilla Shulk down air. That's good. So that's the aggression we were talking about. Interesting. Forward tilt. Surprise is not a down tilt, honestly. Oh, yep. No backslash? Okay. Of course, if your opponent knows backslash is coming, basically every character can beat it with just like an up smash or something like that. And there's the habit. Look at this. Roll. Up to spot dodge gets up tilted. Crazy. I'm surprised Ken wins this because it feels like Kome has adjusted very well here. And this is what we're talking about. Look at this. So here we have the same situation where the Nair whiffs in front of Sonic, but because the duration or the window is so tight, he can even jump over. He doesn't even need to shield. He can even jump over to avoid the punish. Very hard situation to kind of make sense of. But I would say it's generally a mix-up in Shulk's favor. Ken's looking for a lot of jabs. And one thing that I kind of want to say here is that Ken hasn't parried once. And I think that's like, if you don't parry versus Shulk and you win, you're doing something you're doing something very well. You basically need parries to beat Shulk. Early up B. Nice, race the spot dodge. Okay, smash. Again, smash at these percents is a little bit iffy, in my opinion. And now smash is gone. You haven't done a lot of damage. Oh, the upward. That was so smart. Ken mixing up the timing. There's the parry. Commentator's curse. Very good by Ken. Yep. Yep. So that's the overshoot. And that is why you need to use Monado or dial storage to kind of mitigate this landing lag. That's it, yep. Okay, let's see how this ends. I think this is a 3-1. Yep, so here we see the burst range being established by Kome. And look at this. This movement is interesting as hell. Umai. Yeah, umai. So look at this. The way Ken moves forward threatens his burst range, which makes Kome either throw out preemptive aerials or retreat. And Ken, you know, tries to use that space to set up a landing aerial here. This is why I think Ken, like, I don't know if this is an issue with Sonic or if this is an issue with Ken, but it feels like he can get way more out of the pressure that his burst range provides. And if you're looking at ways to improve your own play, think about what is my burst range, right? It oftentimes it's like a dash attack or a rising aerial, and how do my opponents play around it? And then think, okay, with the ways they play around it, what do I do if they counterplay it in that specific way? So for example, I'm Sonic, I try to threaten dash attack. If they try to dash back constantly, I will use that space to set up a side B. That could be a way. I have dash attack. If they try to throw out preemptive aerials or jump over it, I will, instead of, you know, moving around, I will just stand still and try to set up pressure when their aerial whiffs. Stuff like that. And I think this, like, this up air is too late. So this is double whiff neutral airs. Both of those were situations to set up pressure, but instead he is dash dancing, right? And only then does he set up the pressure. I think that's too late. And I think in general, Ken has been too late in a lot of situations. Sonic does kind of stuff from this, though, if he doesn't have the time to set up side or down B up, his burst range is lacking in dash potential. I agree, but I think Ken does use a lot of dash attack to just establish the burst range, and I think that still is burst range, and it still is a long burst range too, because of Sonic's dash speed. Yo, Urosol, thank you for the follow. So yeah, we got the whiff punish. I'm doing well too. Rising there for the corner, and there's the backer situation again. Did he try to... Did he invincibility through the hitbox? No, again, the back air just doesn't hit a character that small. And then you get punished. So that's good to note for all the Shulk mains in the chat versus Sonic. Don't use Bear. My main is Shulk. Oh, that could have been big. Ken is looking pretty aggressive this game so far. It still is the worst thing ever for me, M3. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, Ken is taking a lot of initiatives and they're working out for him. Though I personally am not the biggest fan of the initiatives. The read. Oh my god, the no connection and then the missed jab block. I think this is interesting too. What we see right here is we see, I think it's a little bit earlier. Right, the down tilt hits, and then Ken lands to center stage, gets the read, and then Kome lands, and then has to shield after. I do have specific keybinds. I use attack on my tilt stick, I have a shoulder button on special, and I have my X on grab. I use a GameCube controller, by the way. So he has to shield to kind of mitigate a potential punish, and then Ken uses that time to set up a landing aerial. So this is the first time we've really seen Ken trying to leverage pressure in the two sets that we watched so far. In that specific way, but to be fair. Shame, that was a big swing. Again, up air on the jump read. Ken playing very aggressively. That was weird. Was that a shield poke? Look at that. Is that a shield poke? No. He tried to jump. Okay. That was a little bit strange. Nice. There's the anti-hop grab. So there's the mix-up. I like that a lot. Ken's been... Yep. There's the empty land again. Ken playing very differently this game. I like it. He's trying to make a lot more out of situations in this game. And overall, a little bit aggressive, but he really plays the resulting situations well. There's the whiff punish again. Oh, the run up tilt. He's reading jumps, dude. And like, it's hard to jump in neutral against Sonic, who's willing to make the read, because the way Sonic, you know, moves at you makes it very... Oh, that was an up out of shield. That was a kill. That must have been a kill, right? That must have been unsafe. I have to check. So, because of his speed, he can always like zone break and try to reach your jump. Yeah, that is definitely a kill. What the hell? That's a shame. What do you think of Corrin, specifically against Pikachu, Pichu, Snake, Wolf, and Greninja? I think Corrin is not good. I think she's like mid-tier, probably. She might do decently against Pikachu, but I don't see her doing well against Snake or Wolf or Greninja. Oh, a whiff on Ken's end, but Ken has really figured out Kome. Really knows when Kome goes for defensive options and when Kome goes for aggressive options. And because of Sonic's speed, he can always be there to mitigate or to capitalize on these habits. I think that is kind of what we're seeing here. Nice mix-up by Kome. Kome should have committed harder, but it works out. Bad capitalization on a spin dash. I personally think this is not a good Sonic stage, but it's hard to mitigate your spin dash lag after you hit a shield. So this is something to understand as well. When you're playing as Sonic and they're spin dashing and you find yourself in the air, one of the best things you can do is try to land behind him. Reading the spot dodge with the delayed empty landing. Yeah, I don't agree, Sintro. I didn't think it was one of his best stages in 4 either. I'm sure characters that already cannot approach Sonic don't want to go to Final Destination. Oh my god, did he save him? He saved him! Oh, he missed attack. Oh, Kome, you poor thing. Is that how it ends? Oh my god, but he kills him. How does he lose this game? That's kind of crazy. This is the power of Buster. Look, he's at 25 before Buster activates. One down tilt, another down tilt, and then an up B. He's at 74. A down air, 92, and now he's in kill range from Smash, and that is exactly what happens. I haven't watched the set before, no. Again, he tries to cross of the spin dash. Ooh, interesting spin dash mix-up. Yeah, I think a lot of what we've seen before kind of comes. No, oh, you poor thing. Oh, that was a grab. Okay. Yeah. Clutch there for sure. But yeah, I think the rest of the set is a lot of what we talked about. Catches should jump with the forward air. This should be kill. Barely whiffs the down air. Come on, bro. Invincibility through the air. Oh my god, I missed it. Thank you for the resubjective puff. I appreciate it so very much. Oh, that was a very greedy double jump to stage. 3 months of some darn good coaching. Hell yeah. That was a really bad double jump to center. What's up, Ivy? Hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. We found a lot of interesting aspects of that Sonic gameplay, and especially the way Ken approaches the game. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Sonic is a top tier? Do you think Sonic is overrated? Let me know in the comments down below, or perhaps even on my Discord or my Twitter. You can find all the links in the description, guys. For now, take care, and I will see you next time when we analyze some more Japanese top level Smash. Stay smart.